welcome back to my channel. This one took a little longer to make because I completely overestimated time and my skill set and everything else. So I was supposed to make a two-piece set originally so I could wear it for my birthday, which was on Sunday, and this took forever to make, like forever, and I actually just finished it. So I'm sitting here doing this video right now. But honestly, I loved how it came out. Even though I wasn't able to wear it on my birthday, this is still a two-piece set that I think came out really nice, and I would love to share it with you all so you can all see the process of how it came out to be. There were a lot of trial and errors when it came to the top and the shorts. I actually did a poll on my Instagram. You see right here, I did a poll and I was asking you guys if you would like me to, play around with the fabric and create either shorts or a skirt, and you guys chose skirt. And I was going to do a skirt, but then I was like, nah, I kind of want to do shorts, so I went back to my original idea and I decided to make it into shorts. I have another set of fabric that's actually silk, and that's the one I'm going to definitely make into a skirt, and that will be for another video, hopefully coming soon. So yeah, enough of me rambling. I took this fabric that I got from one of the fabric stores here in Brooklyn and wanted to transform it into something cute, a two-piece set for the summer. I see a lot of gingham type prints out there, and I love the sets that I've seen out there, and I was like, I think I could do it. And so it was difficult, challenging, but totally worth it because the outcome came out, I think, pretty good. Okay, without further ado, watch me transform this 1 yard of fabric into a super cute summer two-piece set. So let's get started. Okay, so first we're going to start with pattern making. This is like the easiest way I feel like to make patterns based on something you already have in your closet. I'm using my favorite pair of shorts and using the tracing wheel to outline the shorts. Here I'm just showing you a close-up of what the tracing wheel does. Okay, please excuse my messy bun hair. I actually did this at night. Here I am tracing the outline that I did with the tracing wheel. Tracing is a good way to, have something to start with, but I'm also measuring my shorts to get the right measurements. Okay, everything was going great until I measured the waist. It's supposed to be 10, and I'm nowhere near 10, like I'm already past my paper. So I'm going to have to fix this. Now that I added a piece of scrap paper on the corner, here I'm using my French curve to help me curve out those edges and using my ruler as well. Okay, so the back pattern of the shorts is done. I actually wrote down the measurements. For the waist, I got the 10 inches. For the side, I got the 14 inches. For the bottom, it's 15 and a half. This one, 2.5. And then this I kept the same as what was on the shorts itself. For the bottom, I ran short on the poster board, but that's okay. So the back is done. I'm just going to now add the 1/2 inch seam allowance, 1/2 inch seam allowance, 1/2 inch seam allowance, 1/2 inch seam allowance. I can't add it on the bottom, and we'll see how it goes once I cut this out. Okay, now we are shifting over to the front side of the shorts, and I'm repeating basically what I did with the back side. I'm using my tracing wheel to outline the shorts that I have here and create that pattern that I need. Here I am just adding the 1/2 inch side seams all throughout the pattern. These shorts actually didn't come with pockets, but I definitely wanted to include them in. Okay, so this is the pocket pattern and the dimensions I used for these shorts. Okay, so we're taking a break from creating a pattern, and I'm going to show you. This is the pattern that I showed you guys that I made. I made a front pattern of the shorts that I want, and I made a back pattern of the shorts that I want. This is actually my second time doing these type of patterns where I take my favorite shorts and I lay them flat on any paper. The first one that I ever did was actually on Christmas paper because I didn't have cardboard paper or white paper or any of that. So you could honestly do it with anything, and you take your favorite pair of shorts and you start outlining, stretching any elastic that you need so you could get the estimate measurements, and you could always make it longer, you could always make it shorter, you could always like alter things, but that's at least the way that helps me start off with a base, if that makes sense. So for this pattern, a lot of mistakes were made. I had to add cardboard paper here. I ran out of cardboard paper here, but I did add that sign right here. But overall, I feel like it came out pretty well. I added that 1 inch and 1/8. And I also added that 1/2 inch on the top because we have to add side seams all around. This one I couldn't add because I ran out, but I made sure to make a note. So when I cut it, I would add the 1/2 inch. But yeah, the reason why I added the top right here is because of the waistband. So this is where the waistband is going to be, and I'm going to be folding it inward. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about because I'm pretty sure I'm not making sense. And I did the same thing for the front pattern. I added the 1 inch and 1/8 and the 1/2 on top. For this one, because I made a mistake on the first pattern, this one I knew exactly what to do, so I added the 1/2 inch on the bottom. I hope all of that makes sense. I have no idea if I'm actually making sense, but just bear with me and you're going to see how these two patterns get transformed into the summer shorts. Okay, so this is where the fun part starts. I am pinning down the back pattern that I created, making sure that I add that 1/2 inch seam because of course I messed up before. So now we begin to pin and cut. One thing that I did forget to mention, I folded the fabric in half because we are cutting 2 pieces for the back, 2 pieces for the front. For the pocket, I need to cut 4 pieces. Okay, this is the front and this is the back, and I just finished pinning the middle part of the front and the middle part of the back, and we're going to start sewing these two first. Okay, so we're facing the wrong side of the fabric, and this is where the 1/2 inch and 1 inch and 1/8 come back. This is for the waistband, so I folded and ironed down the 1/2 inch for the side seam, and I also I'm folding down the 1 inch and 1/8, which I measured with a ruler. Now, once I've done that, I unfolded, and here I'm just, making sure it's 1/2 inch and making sure that I also have the 1 inch and 1/8. Now, for the pockets, it has to be 2 inches down the waistband. So all I'm doing is measuring that and using this pencil that I've used before to mark down the 2 inches down. Now it's time for the pockets. I pinned them down 2 inches down from the waistband, and the right sides are actually facing each other. We are going to begin sewing this part of the pocket. Okay, so I flipped over the pockets, and now I'm pinning down the front side with the back side. All sewn together, including this part, and we'll hem a 1/2 inch inward. Alrighty, going back to the waistband, we already ironed that 1/2 inch and that 1 inch and 1/8, so we folded it inward like I'm showing you here, and now we're going to sew and add the waistband. We did it, guys. It took longer than I expected, but overall it came out pretty cute, and we'll be trying it out in the end. Okay, these are the straps for my top. I have 8. These are 1 inch going this way, and they are 22 inches going that way, the horizontally way. And I did 8 because I will be combining these two together, these two together, these two together, and these two together. And basically they're going to be the front and the back. Okay, please ignore the sound from the background. That's actually coming from outside, but this is the top that I decided to do. I tried to do the most simple top I can think of. So it's pretty much like a rectangular shape. This is the top part of the top, and this is the bottom part of the top. I wanted this to be a little bit more, you know, form-fitting and much looser on the bottom, which is why it's shaped like this. This is folded in half, and this half part is 17 inches, and this half part is 18.5 inches. So the length would be double, the complete length would be double of this and double of that. And I left here half an inch as a seam allowance, so I'm going to sew that. I also have the straps that I'm going to be sewing on the front, so you're going to see how that turns out. The bottom is looser than the top, so it would be easier to put on, and no zipper would be required. And the boxy top is complete with the cute bow straps. I have like no control over these bangs. They are like a mind of their own. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this short video. It took me forever. Honestly, my expectations were, I think, a little too high, thinking that I could do this before my birthday. But either way, I am in love with the set that I created. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me create it. I will be doing more of these. I'm excited to continue to work on my sewing skills and grow doing that. Oh, and I also will be showing how I style it on my YouTube channel, featuring these nice, beautiful flats that I got from ASOS. So check that out on my Instagram, which will appear somewhere here. Thank you guys again, once again for watching. Please make sure to subscribe and like down below, and I'll see you guys next week. Wow.